Well, hello everybody. Mark Lowry here. And I have a very special guest this morning. My friend Tim Davis is here in the studio on his way to the airport. And I wanted to get him to come by here before church so we could have a little interview. This young man you may have never heard of, but I've known him for years. He was a studio singer in Nashville. And he's done a lot more, and I'm excited that he's here. And if you have ever wanted to be a studio singer, maybe you're a singer and you thought, I could be a backup singer. Well, this is what Tim does. We're going to come back and talk about it after you watch this little video all about Tim to learn exactly who he is and what he does and what a great man he is, too. Going to get to know him. Hold on.
Man, this is going to be a story.
Who am I? The recording studio is probably the quickest way to improve your singing. There's never been a platform to get into the industry of studio singing until now. I'm doing a tour of 22 cities. It's a ton of information and experience packed into a 5-hour time. Yes, you will be challenged.
You wish upon a star as dreamers do.
Nothing replaces being in the room with singers.
The training of singing with other singers, you cannot get that through YouTube or AI or whoever.
I've seen literally hundreds of people have their dreams come true.
I just met with Capitol Records.
I got signed with Disney Records.
I never would have imagined being in this position right now.
I've sang on the top stages in the world because of Tim.
No matter what level you are as a singer, you have to face your fear.
It's probably a pretty unifying narrative that runs through all of our minds all the time.
I think a lot of us as singers, we don't know where to start.
I was terrified.
If you're terrified, get up and do it.
Don't bring fear.
Because what you can miss out on from fear is a far greater risk.
Everyone is welcome. No matter what level you are as a singer, you gotta come to the intensive.
Tim is literally the person you want to go to if you are unsure.
There is a career in studio singing if you show up for it.
And you will never know until you take a step in.
Oh, that looks interesting. Now listen, you've been in town, Tim, for what? Tell us exactly what you've been doing here in Houston.
I came here to do an intensive in Houston. We were at a recording studio last night, Wire Road Studios, and let's see, I had about 20 singers, and all different levels, but they all came in, and we leveled the playing field, and so that everyone got a chance. I teach probably 3 different songs, and make sure everyone's comfortable, and then I pull them up to the mics. We have 4 mics set up in the studio. It's just like I run it like a real session. And they are on the hot seat. Everyone gets on the hot seat, and it's terrifying to some.
Did anybody break down in tears?
Well, they did, but only because I was humiliating them.
No, you weren't.
No.
I know that's not true. Tim also auditioned for the vocal band back in the day, didn't you?
Oh, my gosh.
How long ago was that?
25 years ago?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
It was 25 years ago when Mark was leaving, and Guy Penrod called me and said, "Hey, you want to come out here and sing for Bill?" I was like, "Yes, I do." And I went out and I sang with Guy and David Phelps and Bill in the studio. And I remember that so clearly and so well because it was such a beautiful time. It was an amazing song. Guy said, "I need you to learn these 18 songs."
Oh, 18. That sounds
and just
about
be
right.
ready. And then Bill pulled up a song I didn't know, and he was flashing me numbers to sing as we sang the words. And
For those of you who don't know, there's a number system. Mm-hmm. Only in Nashville. Did they use it in L.A.?
No.
No, they don't use it in Houston either. But in Nashville, all the musicians, like the one, say you're in the key of C. The one would be the key of C.
Yeah.
The 5 would be what?
G.
G. The 4 would be F?
F.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I learned the 3 of those numbers. But then you can transpose it.
Yeah.
Like, say, I've been in the studio and said, that's too low. Let's go up. Everybody can go up a step.
It's just numbers.
'Cause
They're
it's just
looking
numbers.
at the numbers. They don't have to look at the shape notes.
Yes, notes. The number system is brilliant. It
really
makes it fast. Okay, so you had 26 singers, and it lasts. Tell me, if I were wanting to go to this,
Yeah.
I would pay a fee.
Yeah.
I would. There's a website. The website is in the show notes. I put it in there, so after this is over, you can go check it all out. But and then what happened? How long is it?
It's 5 hours.
One day.
One evening. Doors open at 5. We go till 10, and I do question and answers. It's a very fluid night, you know. But it's about, singers are so sensitive. First of all,
Are they?
yes, you know, you're not. But most people are scared to be there. They want to do well, and so I just try to put everybody at ease at the beginning, and then we learn a song. Last night we did a gospel song out of the gate because I knew that would blow out the cobwebs.
What
and
was
everyone would
it?
Well, it's not a gospel song, but it was a gospel style.
Okay.
Called "Thankful." It was Celine Dion's.
Okay.
On Celine Dion's record that I did.
All right.
So that's what I've been doing for the last 30 years, is singing on records and hiring singers for projects in LA and Nashville and around.
And
the
on the
country.
show Glee, you did all the music on that. That's why that was so good.
All the vocal arranging, yeah, and hired the singers for it. So, and I still hire singers for projects. And this is actually one of the reasons I do this, is to find singers in new cities, because I love to help people come into the industry who don't otherwise have an opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who does it out of the industry. And it's interesting because, like, this last year, I had this company from France reach out to me. They were doing a tour through the United States, and they needed singers.
Oh my gosh.
What's
oh my
going on?
gosh. No sound. I just heard someone say, wait, I am, oh my Lord, have mercy. Can y'all hear me now? Oh, everybody's just laughing. Look at them all laughing at me. I am such a professional. Tim, I apologize.
Oh, it's no big deal.
What, Colleen?
Okay,
you
good.
can hear now? Y'all, I am so embarrassed. I am so sorry. Was the sound on? It was on? Oh, it was on? What? No, it can't be on. I just turned it on. Anyway, okay, we're here. Tim Davis. Somebody tell me if y'all have heard everything up to here or not. You have no sound, Mark. So plop back the switch. Okay, Diney. Can you hear me now? Yes, you can. Say yes if you can hear me now. Y'all, I apologize. I am better than this.
Go down there.
Okay.
Pull down.
Oh, no.
See if people.
I hear it.
you.
I hear it.
I hear
Okay,
you.
good. Oh, man.
And did you hear what we talked about before, or
Nothing. They
Mark
heard
is on
that. Okay, he's done the vocal arranging. This man is big deal.
no? Oh, they heard us before. Look.
Okay.
Trey said yes.
All right, did we already play the video of you?
Did y'all watch
I'm
the
so
video? Did you
confused
hear it?
now if I've even played the video. Did we play the video? This video right here?
Yes.
Man, this is
Yeah,
going to
we
be a
heard
story.
that.
And later.
Okay, so
Perfect.
And you had a bunch of Pentecostals at your. How many?
Probably 10.
And so and you told them you're coming to my house.
Yeah.
I wish you'd have brought them all with you. We'd have had
Oh,
a
you know they're in
hoedown
church already.
Oh well, they're not at church at 9:23 in the morning, are they?
Well, because they're all on teams, you know.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Okay, so where will you be doing these intensive in the future?
Okay,
Because
well,
people
I-
can fly in for them too if they want to.
You can fly in, or there's usually one by your city. So I'm doing, the next one is Vegas, then DC, then Boston, then Atlanta, Nashville, Dallas, and I think that's it.
So
Oh, Chicago.
yeah,
And through September.
have there
those are
been
the dates.
people come out of this and get into the industry?
Yes. And it's truly one of my greatest joys to connect people with opportunities that pay.
Yeah.
Because there's so many, and the best singers come out of the church.
Of course.
They all, and so that's why I do specific, I'm reaching out to churches in all of these cities and just saying, hey, I have an opportunity for your singers, and I want to offer a special rate for your singers as a way to pour into your ministry and to help the singers. Because even if you don't want to be a studio singer, like as a profession, this will elevate your skill and your craft to the degree that you cannot get anywhere else, because you're surrounded by singers who are way better than you, that just automatically ups your game.
Yeah.
And so many of these singers in churches, this, are the big fish in the little pond. They've been always the best one. And, oh, baby, you're going to be on American Idol. You're going to be the star. And so they just reach this plateau. This will elevate anybody's game. So if you're a parent, too, that has like a child that you think, not child, but maybe like a 15 to 18-year-old that you think really would benefit from this, I would love to have your kid come too. And we
if I was a pastor of a church or a minister of music of a church, have you ever done this for a whole choir? Or
no.
could you?
Yeah, I could.
It'd be interesting to up their game a little.
It would. I love to work with churches in any capacity because, again, well, this is what I told the people last night. I said, y'all are in the four walls of the church, and that's amazing, but the marketplace needs believers.
Right.
How else are these people going to experience the love of the Father without us coming into their place? But we're also scared of, we need to separate ourselves from the world and run away from the music industry because it's evil and dark. Well,
be light in it.
Come on. So
have you got any testimonies of you being light in LA? I know you have, because you told me some. You got any you could share?
Probably not.
Really?
With that, well, I mean, I had friends that have unfollowed me on different platforms because I work on certain projects and shows, but they don't understand what's going on behind the scenes. How the Lord, like, I'll walk onto a set and I'll ask the Lord, who is my assignment today? Not what's my assignment, who is my assignment? You have me here for a purpose, because the Lord told me a long time ago, you are a bridge for me to walk across and touch these people's lives. Wow. I am longing to commune with the ones I created.
Right.
So that's your assignment here, to be a bridge to walk across so that I can walk across and love these people that I created. And there's been so many people that I've been able to share the love of God with. And I'll have some people say, well, has anyone accepted the Lord Jesus Christ?
Well,
No.
did they say it in that accent?
They do.
Oh.
They do.
Well, have they?
I don't think so. And by the way, that's not my job.
Yeah. What
The
is
love,
your job?
My
is
job
what?
is to be a bridge and to show the love of the Father to people that are hurting.
Yeah.
There are so many people with church hurt that were raised in the church that now hate the church and they hate God as a result.
Right.
There's no need for that. And I thought.
Yeah, we are called to love them. I can't.
100%.
I've never saved anybody. Have you?
No.
I don't know how to save people. You got to die and rise again to pull that off. And I never have been able to do that.
No.
We got to point them to Jesus and keep loving them and letting them know that God's crazy about them.
It's His kindness that leads anyone to repentance. So our job is to show them kindness and love them exactly where they are. Well,
it's the goodness of God.
Do they have a lifestyle that is that's none of my business. Their lifestyle is none of my business. My business is to love them, to love the Father through me. That's it.
Well, if you want to be part of that bridge, if you're a good singer, scroll down in the comments. If you want to up your game in this music world and learning how to breathe. Trey Edwards, he just said breathing. What did you say, Trey? That was a good comment. Change a heart, change a life. Wait a second. You said that too. You said something about breathing has gone by the way. Here it is. Breathing and support has fallen by the wayside. and used to be number one. Without breathing, I used to lay on the floor and didn't even know that this was helping my breathing. But when
Yeah.
I was a little kid, I would lay on the floor, prop my feet up on Mama's piano bench, because I didn't want to stand and sing. It was too hard. I wanted to lay down and sing. But come to find out, that helps your diaphragm, I was
Oh, yeah.
told, if you lay down and sing. So
It's true.
I
That's
did
how
that.
we breathe as babies, like filling up a balloon in our belly.
Huh.
And then, but we all, because of anxiety and nerves and whatever, we learn to breathe shallow. So we're always like,
Have you guys got any questions for Tim about singing? When I sing, Tim will run away very hard. That's Diney. She's my friend over there in the Netherlands.
hi, Diney.
Good morning from Tuscaloosa. Anybody got a question? Happy Sunday morning. Is that a question? No. Anybody? Mark Lowry, your house is dark. No, it's not. Is there any reason that no chat on YouTube? Oh, because I forgot to turn it on. I do
my
not know
Lord.
what's wrong with the YouTube. It keeps doing this, and I don't understand it. I have to go over here. I have to tell them it's not for kids. And now you can comment. I'm so sorry, guys, over on YouTube. Now you're welcome to comment to your heart's content. I'm not in the, I guess every time I go live now, I'm going to have to go to YouTube page and tell it it's not for kids. I didn't used to have to do that.
Wow.
But
I didn't know that. That's the only way
I'm-
they can comment?
I don't know. On YouTube. See, you can, these comments come in here from Facebook and YouTube. It all comes together because right now we're live on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Tim, can you improve Mark's voice? Dinah wants-
Absolutely not.
Why?
That's a hopeless cause. I love Mark's voice. You know what it is? He's a
Yeah, talk
natural
about me.
singer. No, this is true. Mark is a natural singer's singer. He's not trying to put anything on. He's authentic to who he is. He's not trying to sing a style that is not his. And he sings in pitch. He has the 5 P's. What are they?
Pitch, pocket,
pocket,
pitch,
presence. Oh.
pocket, passion,
Passion,
presence, and perseverance.
and perseverance. Those are the 5 P's. You know where I learned that? Mark
Well, you know
Lowry.
where I learned it?
Where?
Michael English.
Oh.
I'd be in the studio, just joined the vocal band, and he'd say, "Mark, get on pitch," and I'd think about the pitch. Now I'm dead thinking about that pitch, and I'm gonna be on pitch. And then he says, "Get in the pocket." Well, I had to find out what that was, which is you stay with the quartet when they enunciate a word. Everything's on the pocket. You're not dancing around it. When you're a soloist, you can dance all around the pocket. Frank
right.
Sinatra tiptoed across the pocket. But when you're in a quartet, you gotta find the pocket. Pitch, pocket, passion. Bill would say, run the lyric through your brain. So I called that passion. That means you believe in what you're singing. And I don't want to sing anything I don't believe.
Yeah.
Why waste 3 minutes? And then pitch, pocket, passion, presence. Michael English had it. Elvis had it. Vestal had it. You either have it or you don't have it. You can't learn it. You can't figure out how to make it happen.
You can't put it on.
When you walk on stage, every eye is on you and you haven't even opened your mouth yet. That's presence. And then I knew a guy who's passed away now who only had perseverance. He didn't sing on pitch, pocket, passion, presence, and nothing, none of it, but he wouldn't quit. And he would drive his van up to Maine and sing in little Baptist churches up there that nobody wanted to go to. And those people fell in love with him. And he built an entire ministry and career and raised a family with 1 P. Because you know, if you take a pickaxe against a dam, a big dam, you can have a nuclear-powered jackhammer like Sandy Patty, or you can have a little pickaxe like me. But if you don't quit, the dam will break. Doesn't matter how big your hammer is, it's if you don't quit.
That's right.
Now, if you're really, it's hard to make it without those, the first P at least.
Yeah.
Pitch.
That's hard.
If you can't sing on pitch, really, you need to, and I'm not meaning to hurt anybody's feelings, but you're never going to make a living at this if you can't sing on pitch.
Right.
You're intended to listen. Somebody's got to be the audience, right?
Yep.
So there you go.
Well, and I will say, let's circle back to the fact that I tried out for the vocal band and didn't make it.
I wonder why. I really did wonder why, because I don't know how that happened.
I don't know. Well, it looked really promising, but then Bill wanted Russ Taff, who's Russ Taff?
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm so grateful that it didn't work out, because that was not the path that God had for me. I would have never moved to LA. I would have never had the career that I've had. The Lord knew where He wanted me,
Isn't
and
that
that's
good?
what
And
it
He
is.
doesn't tell.
No.
You know, when the Lord called me, it was into music. He didn't say a word about comedy, or I'd have found myself in the belly of a whale. But it happened naturally.
Yeah.
Because I had to do something while the little old man in the back of the church would change those soundtracks. And those few seconds while a bunch of dead independent Baptists are looking at you can feel like an eternity.
Yeah.
So I would tell a tale, a story. And I noticed they sat up when I talked, and then they relaxed when I sang. So I thought, I'm going to dance with who brung me. And it was never intentional. And I still don't like being called a comedian. I hate that, because I'm not. I'm a storyteller between the songs, really is what I am. But you are a singer's singer, and I don't understand how you didn't get in. Of course, you know what, Russ Taff, of course, that was, Bill needed somebody that was already famous, maybe.
That's right. Yeah, and that was the explanation. Not that I needed one, but I will never forget that audition. Gosh, I was in heaven.
Really?
Heaven.
You like singing in quartets?
Yes.
Really?
I love like the nuance and the blending and the finding your place and just staying there and not
In straight tones.
Oh my Lord! And having it just locks.
Like a Buick horn.
Yeah,
You know,
and
a
then
horn of a Buick.
you all three start doing vibrato at the exact same time, and you scoop in the same way, and you release it at the
And
same.
swell.
I mean, come on.
I had to learn how to swell. It sounds cool when four people are doing that, I guess. A little weird when you're by yourself. Mark, is your lights off? It's hard to see y'all. Dang, Clement, the lights are wide open. Here, let me turn some lights on so that people quit complaining. Is that bright enough? I'm sorry.
It's great.
Okay, is that better, Dane? Dane's a faithful follower. Okay. Earthly disappointments may in fact be heavenly blessings. That is good, Ron Bretsky.
It's true.
You know, because our Father knows what's ahead. So nice to hear you talk about singing. Well, thank you, Diney. What else y'all talking about? Because God had better plans for him. You're right, Beth Lister.
That's right, Beth Lister.
I was trying out for an all-state choir. I really ought to read these before I post them. And we could not stay on key, so the director had us laying on our backs, and it fixed it. Not sure to this day why that worked.
Huh, that's interesting.
It is. I don't know I don't know how that helped. If you can't find the pitch, I wouldn't think laying on your back would help. I don't know. Maybe it does. Give it a shot. When we sing praises to God, we all sound wonderful in his ears. I know he's tone deaf, y'all. God is tone deaf. He said, make a joyful noise.
It's true.
So and that's beautiful. I love that. You also can't sell it if you don't believe it. That's true, Trey Edwards. I hate that I will have to miss you live, but got to go sing now with the worship
Debbie,
team. Debbie Price, I'm
you're a
proud of you.
show-off.
You know what? I don't want to make anybody skip church. Tim, did you ever think to be a gospel singer? Yeah, he auditioned, Diney.
Yes, Diney.
I'm backing up, so that she probably asked that before we answered it. I love hearing Michael English doing the song "Worthy." Worthy, that worship one, worthy, that one. Worthy the Lamb that was slain. Is that it?
I love Michael English. He was my hero.
Wasn't he? I mean,
my gosh.
vocally, I remember the first time I heard him, I was in college, I think, and the Gaithers were on PTL after Gary McSpadden took it over. Do you remember that era? After Jim and Tammy left and Gary McSpadden came in as the host for a minute.
Yeah, I was not watching that.
Okay.
Then.
And the trio, the Bill Gaither trio, which included Mike, Bill, and Gloria at that time, sang a song, "The Lamb, oh Lamb of God." Remember that one?
Sweet Lamb.
Man,
of God.
I remember falling back on my heels almost hearing that man sing.
Goodness.
Never dreamed I'd ever get to sing with him.
I know. So the first time I heard him was at Christian Arts Music Seminar in 1988.
Oh,
And
He was in his prime at that age.
he was in his
at that
prime.
age.
Oh my gosh! I think he sang "Bowed on My Knees" and I cried holy, and I was like, oh, took my breath away. And I saw him afterward walking down the hall, and I don't know what I said to him. I said, I want to, I want to sing too. I like to sing something like that.
Oh
And-
my!
and
And he
he-
probably just rolled his eyes.
No, he was so kind, and he said something about. I said something about being scared, and he told me 1 Timothy 1:7. He quoted that verse to me.
He has not given us the spirit of fear.
That's right.
That's his life verse.
Yeah.
Let me see if I need to straighten. Oh, there you. I need to get you in it. The shot. Yeah, he's always quoting that verse. He loved that verse because he seemed to have a lot of fear.
Yeah.
You know, he was so abused, evidently, as a child.
But then I moved to Nashville, and right after getting there, I was called to the studio to sing on a record, and he was there producing, and I was like, oh, and it freaked me out. But I sang, and on the break, he asked me to sing on the road with him.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you go on the road?
We did one concert.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Were you backup
Yes,
singing?
I was.
He was not. Did he have a? Was that when he had the
A
big
band and-
tour and all? Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So that was fun.
Well, any more questions for Tim before we let him go to the airport? He's flying
shoot, there are a
home to see his precious wife. And your son is married now and living in Chattanooga.
Correct.
And your daughter.
My daughter
Tell us about that daughter.
Oh my gosh. She is a prolific songwriter and singer and a master arranger, vocal harmony arranger, and runs Pro Tools in her studio. And she started doing that when she was like 17.
Wow.
And now she's just amazing. Summer Davis is her name. You can find her on the on the TikToks or the Instagrams.
Oh, I got Instagram. I don't have TikTok.
Yeah, I don't either.
I have it, but my office runs it. I don't ever. You can run down too many rabbit holes on that thing.
No, it's too much.
And I'm too old for that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in on this Sunday morning. Now go to church. I want this work. Alexa, play Mark Lowry. Hey, Google, play Mark Lowry.